Hey guys, Blade of Fire here with a new StarCraft English commentary, and I've got something quite special prepared for you today. This is going to be a video from the World Cyber Games Grand Finals played at the start of November last year in Cologne, Germany, and it's going to be an incredible game, and I can tell you that because I attended the World Cyber Games. I was there, as you're about to see very quickly, right at the beginning of this video. It was an intense atmosphere. There were so many StarCraft fans, and I got to meet up with a couple of SE2GG guys. We all attended, and we all got first row seats. There we are, Eric and Steve the Mad Guy. There's me in the background right on the right side with my Go Stork sign, so we all were rooting for Stork there. Steve the Mad Guy, who you also may know as a StarCraft commentator in the meantime, commentating together with his brother Matt under the nickname Matt and Steve on YouTube. Definitely go check those guys out. Great commentaries coming from them. And so I was saying, we got to meet up, we attended this game, and it was a very intense atmosphere. And you can definitely tell why, because most of us foreigners had never ever seen a Korean pro gamer before, let alone a Korean versus Korean matchup live and first row seats. Wow, that was simply awesome. And this is, of course, here as you see, Jaedong versus Stork. Probably the best two Koreans that attended the World Cyber Games. Third one was Luxury. I think also Luxury qualified off the third place in Korea. I'm not entirely sure how it was in 2008. But anyway, just to give you quick the starting positions right here on this matchup, it's going to be Teal, Zerg, Jaedong at the bottom, and at the top on Scene Peaks of Baekdu, this is the map, it's going to be Purple Protoss, Stork. So yeah, as I was saying, it was very intense, and we got these first row seats. We were very happy, and we were basically all rooting for Stork. We had one amongst us who was a Zerg Jaedong fan, but he was then kind of like the outcast, so that was pretty cool as well. And a lot of Koreans to see, as you may see here, LeagueCaf staff and a lot of staff from other teams. So very cool. Unfortunately, this year is going to be in Chengdu, China. I actually was looking forward to maybe going to another World Cyber Games, but Chengdu, China is a little bit too far away. And to give you a little bit of information on how these guys were doing at that time of this competition, they had not dropped, either of them, one single game in this competition, even though there were some very strong foreigners in both their groups. Not one single game, not one sign of weakness. So just destroy their way all the way to this round of 16, and this was basically kind of like a final that took place a little bit too early, unfortunately. I would have loved to see these two guys in a finals. Wow. And considering how they were doing in Pro League and in other tournaments, individual leagues at that time, Stork definitely had kind of like the better performances in October of 2008. He had just won the OSL against Fantasy. He had just managed to break the curse of silver back then, so he was really on a very strong period of playing. He was still in the MSL, I think also still in GOM, not sure about that though, and he was playing very well against Zerg. Jaedong, on the other hand, had gotten eliminated out of sorry, I just read that sign, Zerg. He just gotten eliminated out of the MSL, out of the OSL, out of GOM, I believe out of the MSL by Free in a ZVP, which he lost, I believe, 3-1. So he wasn't as strong as Stork. This was definitely not his strongest point in his career, but still, you know, Jaedong is Jaedong, so definitely Stork had to watch out for him. Stork right now trying to annoy this drone here, try to delay this second expansion to go down here on the at the bottom right, and unsuccessfully though. Hatchery goes down, and this is what annoyed us so much. This is some kind of bullshit crap that WCG thought was cool during a live commentary to show videos of people, I don't know, doing some stupid shit somewhere in the hall, in the background, and this was very annoying, because at times they even did it in very important moments of the game to show how big newbies WCG are. Yeah, we were pretty frustrated when you would see an attack coming and eventually you'd see some guys rollerblading in the background. So yeah, thumbs down for that, WCG. And you can see right now the choices of these two guys. It's quite easy to understand here. The fast expansion on scene peaks of Baekdu is well to hold if you've gotten there your strong position, and if the Zerg doesn't do anything great to kind of pass you, you have a pretty good position on scene peaks of Baekdu here with this wall in. One cannon up till now. Let's see if this is actually going to hold, because there's going to be Zerglings being pumped out of 3 hatcheries right now with 2 expansions. I don't know if this one cannon will be enough. I'm pretty sure that he should take care sending that Zealot out, but maybe he would actually rather need him at the expansion, because I don't know. It's going to be pretty close, and indeed, the attack comes. You see newbie WCG guys looking at some chicks who aren't even hot instead of following the action, so managing to stop mining at the expansion because too much public. Okay, so finally, Stork managing right now to come in with a Zealot, with the probes, losing a couple of probes, managing to reclaim his expansion. But that was a good attack right there from Jaedong, crippling Stork a little bit there at the expansion, denying him the possibility to mine for some time. And this Zealot is going to eventually get taken down by these Lynx. He's actually going in for the scout, but he won't make it very far, only into the expansion, and you can see he's going to be denied any further information whatsoever in this game. And so we've got on one side Jaedong right now at 3 hatch, I believe, or probably will place the 4th sometime soon, with a good possibility to go strong Hydra, I guess, or maybe Muta. He's going to decide whether Muta or Hydra. I guess Muta would make more sense for him with his great qualities. And oh no, actually it's going to be a Hydra then, so he's going to go very strong Hydra. Actually he's at 4 hatch. He placed another one there in the main. I missed that. So 4 hatch pumping out Hydra. This could be a very strong attack. And of course, looking forward to see if Stork here, who has now pretty much secured a good position at his fast expansion, is going to go Reaver or Dark Templar. You know, I say it all the time, they show way too much random stupid stuff in the background. You can see this is the noobishness of WCG. First Corsair out, and pretty soon we're going to see whether it's going to be Templar or Reaver. I didn't catch anything in Stork's main. They don't show it either, so... okay, I see it. That's the robotic support bay. No, so the robotics facility, sorry. And it's going to be a robotic support bay, of course.